Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakudah.
That runs to our apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone, that we will teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Yakim that approve this word and believe in this word, and to the aqua that believe in this word and our truth and sincerity. Only two we say, Shalom, Baruch we dear fellow servants from the GMS Orlando camp. And today we're going into the truth is free, but you must pay attention. Right? And so in a sense, you're still, buying your truth. But how are you buying it? Not with gold and silver, not with fiat currency, right? Not with any carnal means, but with your time, right? You're sacrificing your time and dedicating your leisure time to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That shows that you're dedicated. It shows that you'd rather, all right, spend time with the Lord than spend time doing your own thing. Spend time on women. Spend time making more money. Spend time playing the game, or watching a movie, having a good time, whatever. Really, this becomes your good time. This becomes your, what you look forward to, right? After you get off work or whatever you're done doing for that week, right? What does the scripture say? Grab it real quick.
That's good. Okay.
This is Sirach.
Oh, you good. Take your time out. Take your time, man. You got to pay attention to things. You got to have the patience. That's the thing with our people. Our people have a short attention span. Our people want things to be done just like this, hurry. That they got the Esau spirit on them. This is a thing of patience as well. You got it out.
Sirach 38:24. Wisdom of a learned man cometh by opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise. So you notice how it says little business, right? Meaning, you gotta do what you gotta do, especially when in captivity. But you shouldn't be, you shouldn't be stuck on business. You shouldn't be dedicating all your time to overtime, this, that, and the third. All right, you should use whatever leisure time you have, meaning your free time. All right, instead of going to the bar after work, going to, play the game or going to watch Netflix or whatever, you use that time to be like, I'm gonna watch some lessons, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna pray, right? Do my own video, whatever it is, to show that you're dedicating your leisure time to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Because we all got stuff going on. But it's what you do with the time outside of the necessities in this captivity. Alright? And even while you're doing these things, some brothers have the ability where you don't really have to interact with people too much on a plantation. You can kind of put your headphones in, listen to lessons, instead of just listening to music all day and some random comedy show or some podcast, right? Unless it builds on listening to different guys that go into politics, right? Go into the financial side of things, stock market. But the main priority is building upon the spirit, being occupied in the meditation of prophecy, occupied in wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Brothers can do lessons on the way to work and back, right? Or while you're running your errands, you could be listening to the Bible app.
Right.
There's so many. We have a lot of leisure time. We just don't think about it. Use it. That's why it's called an opportunity. You have the opportunity to seek the Lord. Seek Him while He may be found.
Right.
There's going to come a point in time where all this shit gonna get cut off, and whatever you have, that's what you have. You're not going to go and get any more. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we have to build ourselves up in
that parable, that go into the parable about the five wives or virgins, right? And the four foolish virgins. While you got this opportunity to return to the Lord, you know, after everything that we've been through, and He's actually said, okay, this is the time I'm going to reveal the truth to the world. And now you know who you are, right? You know what's expected of you, because we're not just regular people anymore, right? You know, we never really were, but now that we know who we are, you know, we should be held to a higher standard as far as really seeking our power in our leisure time. You know, they say, I want to get this in Baruch chapter 4, and I want to get to verse 28, but I'm going to start at verse 25. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. See, that's one situation that, as a child of Yahweh Shema Shah, we're learning that this is not because of what man can do to us. This is not because of, you know, how powerful, you know, the white man is, or any of these nations are over us. It's what's happening to us is what the Lord has done, has brought upon us. All right. It says, for thy enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Is that not what we see in Shalom? Is that not what we're seeing right now? In any other facet, any other religion, or you know, any other belief system, these words of prophecy is not going to jump out to you as what we're seeing happening right now. You know, what's being delivered to us right now. Continuing, it says, but surely thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. My delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry out for the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. All right. So seeking the Lord 10 times more than when we were going off. We were going off of doing the wrong thing. Right. Everything that you did in the world, you know, going in the clubs, you know, you took time to buy your outfit, time and money to buy your outfit. You spent time at your barber shop or at your salon, you women, your beauty salon, or y'all sitting down between each other's legs, braiding each other's hair. Y'all know how long that takes, 8 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours just to go to the club for one night. Y'all doing all that to be wicked. Now the Lord is returning back to us who we rightfully are, to the whole world, not just in America. This is being known before the whole world. And the Lord said, just simply cry out to me, man. You know who you are now. You know, I hid my face from you for a minute because you pissed me off. It's either that or I could have just straight up destroyed y'all and just said y'all wasn't shit to me. But in the Lord's mercy and His long suffering and keeping His word, you know, to our elders, you know, and you know, from Abraham on down, you know, all the men the Lord promised, you know, the seed from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob, you know, even King David, and Yahweh Shah, so on and so forth. The Lord said, you know, it's going to be a point in time where I'm going to bring them back into remembrance. But only, He said, my delicate ones. The delicate ones is primarily the elect, because, you know, 2/3 of our people, they don't get it. They don't understand. They don't want to seek the Lord. They want to continue to be dry bones, you know, and that's the issue. You know, they want to be dry bones. Like, I mean, ain't no better way for me to put it. What you got?
Yeah, because Jacob's like willingly at this point, because the knowledge is there, right? Like Ezekiel 37, when it goes into that, you know, the Lord, you know, put the skin, the sinews, all the flesh, right? Meaning that the knowledge is out there. Jake knows who they are at this point, but there was no rest in that.
Right.
Meaning that the Holy Spirit wasn't upon them. The Lord didn't give them the wisdom. They had the knowledge, but they weren't applying it. Right? And they didn't have the Holy Spirit in order to allow them to increase. But the ones that receive that breath are the elect. The ones who were part of that number. is going to destroy this place. Yahweh Shai, warned us to be ready to occupy till he comes.
Right.
And it's for a short time. It's not going to be no extra 1,000 years. None of that.
Man, all this shit that's going on right now, bro. No.
That's why
All this stuff that's going on right now, man. If y'all think it's gonna be another 1,000-something years, 100 years, 30, 50 more years, y'all out of y'all mind, man. Yeah, the Lord is patient. He's long suffering. But at the same time, he said that judgment is gonna come quickly. When people are in, it's so many scriptures that go into when people are in their safety, when they're in their security, when they say peace, sudden destruction is gonna come. The Lord is letting you know that it could be like this 1 minute, but it just take a second for the Lord to flip everything up, flip everything on his head. And the Lord don't got no problem with what happened during the time of Noah. Was it 120 years he was prophesying? And out of nowhere, that rain came. Out of nowhere. You would assume it was out of nowhere, but it was warned. You were warned about it. All right? So when you got the opportunity to seek the Lord, you got the opportunity before. And it's like you see this shit at the door. You see the war ramping up. Y'all been reading Matthew 24 for how long in the churches? Without properly breaking it down. The rumors of wars and all these things, and come and give me y'all money. That's also a cut toward a lot of these fancy, these big churches, right? The Lord said, matter of fact, let me get it. You got something else?
Yeah,
I don't want
to. Isaiah 56 and 10. It says his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
Right.
They cannot bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. All right, so these niggas out here that know who they are, but are not giving full warning. These are horrible watchmen, right? It's like having a Stevie Wonder or Ray Charles on the high tower. How are they going to blow a trumpet? First of all, they can't find the damn trumpet, the right one. Second of all, they can't even see what's going on. They can't see the enemy coming their way, right? And they don't have the vision of the Lord, right? Where there's no vision, people perish, right? So they're dumb dogs. If you have a dog, the purpose of a dog, is for security,
Alarm, yeah.
right? It's basically an ancient security system, right? Like how Esau has alarm systems and all that.
Right.
When it notices there's like motion detected or there's a break-in or whatever, and an alarm sounds. Well, dogs are that alarm system.
Oh.
This nigga keeps on coming after my feet.
Caterpillars, man.
They literally trying to freaking climb on.
We done seen a gang of them. We done seen at least 5 or 6 of them, 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, these dumb dogs, other circumcision, and you got those that's been guiding the children of Israel all this time, by way of Christianity, by way of plantation Christianity. Yeah, he was looking for me. Yeah,
Every time I move, he's literally turning around, going after me.
Yeah. There you go. But these dumb dogs, they're not telling you the right. They're not giving off the right warning. They're not blowing the right horn. They're not giving that certain sign. It's all about prosperity. A lot of these guys, even in the circumcision, their thing is all about prosperity now as well. How much money they get, how they're prospering in the world. What's that precept where they go into gaining the whole world, and what would a man give for his soul? All those things, all those scriptures that he used to push out there in plantation Christianity, now it's being broken down the right way. Right now, it's the time to get the truth of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. The truth is the truth. You don't have to buy the truth, but are you ready to accept it? Are you ready to pay attention? You know, your time, your effort, the leisure time, as the brother Ariel was coming out with earlier. And your leisure time, what are you doing with that time? The majority of our people are on the internet looking up folly. The majority of our people are consumed in I did a light research last night. From the 90s to 2026, businesses for barbershops, businesses for hair salons and nail shops have increased tremendously. And what is that going to? That goes into your image. You maintaining your image. All right. Everybody is in love with themselves. Like the brother, the head of the camp, Nahaya, did a lesson the other day, going to how people have put God not even on the back burner. It's like he's a figment of their imagination at this point, right? They're looking at their self, and then that's I just seen some shit last night. These fucking like you talking about these dumb dogs, these pastors. I was going to do a lesson on it. This pastor talking about roughly paraphrasing. He's telling people how to be to look at the God within the God inside themselves. You know, and not you got it. What's up?
Reading Psalms 82:6. Lets you know your gods, which they're focusing more on the fact that that is part of the promise to be fulfilled. It's not that time.
But it's a responsibility that comes with it, though. You know, you're not just the God because people, what they do, they take that concept and they'll say, I am a God. I can do all things. Instead of, I'm a child of the Most High and I should be obedient to Him. What does He want me to do?
They say that they're gods, but they can't even run their household correctly.
No, they can't run their household, their children. You know, they might get a business for a little while, but you can never, you'll never, on the way here. Go ahead, yeah, bring the precept out.
Mark,
More than anything.
It's Mark 8:34. And when He had called the people unto Him with His disciples, He said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself,
right,
and let him take up his cross and follow me.
And that's the part of it. When you're a dry bone, you're thirsty. You need to be replenished. We're not like the children of Israel. We're not like any other nation. We can't thrive off what the other nations thrive off of. The Yahweh Bashim Shai, the word, is our power source. That's how we get rejuvenated. All right? We have to deny ourselves. We have to deny ourselves, and we have to seek what the Lord has planned for us. What the Lord has organized us to be under. You know, which starts with fearing Him and returning back to His word. What does He want us to do? Go ahead,
I was going to say, to illustrate your point, look at how when you actually understand what goes into McDonald's so-called food, and you watch all the people that partake in it, and then if you go ahead and then eat that food, all that's going on in your mind, the same way the Israelites were given the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, we go ahead and serve the heathens way, it actually weighs us down.
Right.
That's what Nahaya was saying.
Right.
Jake's try to be, what's it called? They try to match Esau's wickedness, but it weighs on them more because they actually have a conscience. We're not meant to live in the same way that they were. The child that was raised up with the actual standard understands how bad life is going to get when that standard is broken.
And only the elect understand that at this time.
Yep.
Because the majority of our people, they don't want to hold that role of being responsible. They love to play the little kid role. They love to fucking play.
That's another good part of what Nahaya said. They want the title, but they don't want the responsibility.
Right.
Everybody want to be Michael Jackson, but nobody want to be Black.
Everybody want to be parents. Everybody want to be adults and parents, but y'all don't want to pay bills. Y'all don't want to work. Y'all want to be adults. Y'all want to do all the shit grown-ups do. Well, you give me, come on, huh?
It's a beautiful point. Because really, you're not supposed to work, honestly, but
Right.
you don't have the discipline to actually maintain something that is a beautiful blessing.
That part.
Yes.
It's about maintaining what the Lord gave us, and to get that what's it called? What's it called when you the maintenance? The maintenance of the spirit is by seeking the truth, seeking the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. That's how you stay maintained with the wisdom, with the understanding, with the knowledge, and the application of it. You know, you could know something. It's even in knowing the scriptures. It could be here 1 minute and gone the next. You're like, dang, I've been studying that. That's why you have brothers that be like, dang, man, it's been a long time since we brought that out. Because sometimes, you know, it's a lot to learn. And the scripture is ongoing. Like I was saying, the dry bones. This is the water, like Yahweh Shah was saying the lake at the well. I'm gonna give you everlasting water where you will thirst no more. That's this word. The true understanding of what life is about, what death is about. Because this ain't life. This ain't living. This ain't living.
This is kindergarten, as all you be saying. But once the law, statutes, and commandments are written in us, and we can't go off, the Lord can really start dealing with us, actually learning everything.
That's a good point, man.
Yeah,
finish that.
Mark 8 and 35. For whosoever shall save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it.
If what? Seek ye the kingdom first, and all these things shall be added on to you. Seek ye the kingdom first, because this world, this kingdom, this queendom is being destroyed. Whether you see it or not, whether you believe it or not, whether you hear for bear, this place is being destroyed. The elements, everything is about to be destroyed. A new kingdom is about to be established. The Lord is right now looking for those individuals that's going to furnish, right? If that's the proper word, furnish. You know, like if you get an apartment, if you get an apartment, or you know, you get a home or a house, this kind of help you out. Oh, I see you something, bro. You know, the Lord is furnishing His kingdom, just like in that Matthew when the Lord said, "Send my He sent out the servants to gather the people to fulfill the wedding banquet." You know, the Lord is looking for people to furnish what's about to happen, the kingdom, which is going to start with the children of Israel. And once, just shut up shop for the Lord.
Hey, like the scripture says, like him that heareth his word, he doeth them. To a wise man buildeth his house on the foundation. The storm of tempest came.
It did not blow down.
Yeah. It's the only thing that's going to stand. That's why every argument that comes against it keeps falling flat on its face. You know? That's the Lord saying, I'll give you a weapon that your enemies cannot adversary nor resist. Yeah. That's what this is. The only thing that can stand. That's why
You finished sloppy.
Verse 36 of Mark 8, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? The whole point of us being here is so that we can be humble. So how is it that you don't, I don't want to be humble. I'm going to set up shop here. Well, why are you setting up shop in a spot where it's supposed to be completely laid to just laid out? Basically, you're standing here saying to the Lord, I don't need to be reformed. I don't need to come back to you. I can be good right here. The Lord's not having it.
That's the dry bone. What you gonna call it? That dry bone. And what they call it, symptoms. You know, that they're comfortable here. The Lord said, "Don't get comfortable." As you are.
Verse 37. Or what shall a man give?
That was slick, huh?
Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? The kingdom, really, the crown. That's why the Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I'll keep thee from the hour of temptation. Hold thou fast which thou hast, so that no man take that crown. 2/3 is just willingly giving up their crown.
Right.
For nothing. Well, actually, verse 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me, of my words, and of my words, in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed. Hey,
And that, you got it?
what's the scripture say? He that confessed me before men, I'll confess before my Father. Exactly.
Right.
That's what you giving up.
Right.
Hey,
You want to be acknowledged. With everything that's about to go on in this world, you want the Heavenly Father to acknowledge you. But guess what? He wants the same thing first and foremost. And he deserved that. He deserved his acknowledgement. He deserved for us to acknowledge when we go off. And the word is the only way, the truth is the only way you're going to find out what's on the mind of the Lord. How he really looks at it.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to go into, you mentioned earlier, Proverbs 23, it says, buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. And when I go to the AMP and I look at the footnote, it says, the ancient rabbis routinely assumed truth referred to the Torah law. Then they interpreted the first part of this command to mean that a student should pay a teacher to teach him the Torah if he can find no one to teach him for free. As for the second part, they said that if the student had to pay to learn, he should not view this as grounds to charge for teaching others, but should teach the Torah for free. Now that is completely off. Right? Really, when it says buy the truth and sell it not, that goes into at whatever the cost, you should seek the truth, right? You should seek the wisdom and understanding of how much shot. Meaning that you're willing to spend all your time, you need to spend money, as a way to, lead you more to the truth. And that's not going to paying someone to teach you. Because if someone's charging you, they're not of the truth, right? Right. That's right. That goes by the truth. That goes into whatever gas money we gotta use to fill up our tank. We gotta catch the bus to go to camp. We gotta, pay this so we can have internet to access the lessons. We gotta do this and that. We're not talking about somebody exploiting you and selling the truth to you, And ancient rabbis, what were they talking about? How is that in small hats? That's completely off, man. Right. That's completely off. And then it says sell it not. Not only meaning don't make merchandise of the truth.
Right.
But also not only don't make merchandise of the truth, but also don't let this truth go for nothing. Right? It's not something that you should give away. So that's what that means. Buy the truth and sell it not. And wisdom, also wisdom and instruction and understanding. Because you cannot buy wisdom. It's not something that you can purchase. It's not something that can be obtained with money. Alright? Wisdom and understanding is something that's given to you by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So that don't even make sense in itself.
but you want to get this definition from the word selling. Selling is the process of exchanging goods, services, or ideas for money or value, involving persuasion to meet a customer's needs and solve a problem. So in that, you have to see more value in anything outside of the truth in order to not give it what it properly deserves. Whether it goes to merchandising the truth, you're not seeing the true value in it, so you can't have the proper wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in it. And then at the same time, if you're not trying to handle all your needs in a sense, to actually be able to show up to camp, to be able to have a device that can connect to the internet
Yeah. Come over here. I'll come over here soon. Yeah, right here. Beat you up? Watch out, one right behind you too.
I get like, because they like water, they drink water at their
Mike,
Nah, they ain't hurt nobody.
win. But that also go into counting the cost.
Exactly.
Because we're building upon a foundation. Yahweh Shai said, Yahweh Shai being the foundation. This is the body. This is the body of work that the Lord had created. All right, so we gotta be, in order to build upon that foundation, you want to count the cost. You want to make sure that you're adding to it. You're adding you're being you're adding the right thing to it. You know, from the warnings, you know, as a watchman, to the rebukes, to the exhortations. All these measurements have to be taken properly in order for the body to grow. In order for the body to grow properly. All right, because everybody got a part to play. One hand wash the other, and both hands wash the face. You know what I mean? Wash the whole body. You know, you can't have one without the other. But if we're receiving wrong information, if we're neglecting the proper instructions, then at the end of the day, the body's going to be filled with blemish. You know, everything has to be taken account of. Like I said, from the warnings, you know, the MOTB. What is it? How do you prepare your church for it? How do you prepare the people for it? The elected, the people that's listening. By telling them 100% true. What is the MOTB? What is the word that goes into it? Charagma, which goes into something that's going to be implanted inside of a person. It's not spiritual. It's the actual physical thing that's being prepared. That's in the making, right? The famine of the word. Before even the famine of the word, the famine period. The Strait of Hormuz. Thank you. Hormuz. You know, you got these businesses that have been shutting down since the C-19 situation. A lot of businesses went out of order or out of business. A lot of places went out of business. You know, and now these reoccurring things. I don't sound like I'm rambling, but it's getting more and more to the point where people got to be warned of what's really happening and what's going on before it happens.
I was going to say, like the scriptures say in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability in that time. This word is the only thing that's going to be able to create any bit of consistency of stability, you know? So going into before these calamities come on across the earth, to be able to teach everybody, what took in order to get that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is abiding with Yahushua, actually spending the time studying, watching the videos. That's, you know, paying attention, you know, because we're a watchman. What good is a watchman, like I was saying, of a dog? How is supposed to sound the alarm? You know, if the Lord told us to cry loud, spare not, to let our people know of our sins, like it says in Isaiah 58:1, what good is it if we don't actually adhere to that? You know, then our people, then that's blood on our hands. Well, right. We know better, and we don't say nothing. We don't give out that warning. You know.
Right. Cause what are these dumb dogs doing, man? Going back to them, just telling y'all about being prosperous, building an Israelite community inside of a place that's about to be destroyed, right? Having parties. The Passover's coming. Yeah. Right? Are you warning your people about the procedures? The newcomers. There's always newcomers coming into this thing, into the last straw. The newcomer, are you letting them know how to get prepared for the Passover? Right? A solemn assembly. It's not a time to party and have fun and you know, have a whole bunch of people dancing while y'all sitting in the highest places. There's so many scriptures that go against what the majority of these Israelites, so-called Israelites, are telling and warning our people about right now.
And going into that solemn assembly, this is Ecclesiastes 7, all right, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. Right. For that is the end of all men.
That is the end of all men. Feasting, having fun. What's feasting go into? Music, having entertainment. This is another thing of entertainment. You watch these videos and you watch what the elders and the apostles are talking about. You got him, huh? It's all right. He deserves it. I don't mean to say it like that. But hey, man, because you know we can only do so much. But you know, people they don't pay attention to what the Lord is asking them to do. Because that was the apostles, the elders and the apostles, the bishops and the men, the true men of Yahweh Shemashah, It's warning you not of just what's coming, what's about to happen. You're being warned of how you're supposed to be conducting yourself. How you're supposed to be requiring of the fear of the Lord. And you're supposed to be acting upon that fear. Not about partying, having fun. Oh yeah, we know we Hebrew Israelites now. Let's have a ball. You're still a nigga then.
That's all we ever did. It's just sit here, eat, play, make music and whatnot. We
Right.
ain't never served the Lord.
Right, that's what it is. Exactly. Especially in those holiday houses.
Yeah.
That's all we've done. Play music. We sit there and listen to the pastor, so-called, give a sermon, where majority of his sermon is making people laugh.
Yeah.
The majority is making people laugh. And then it's a comedy show. Tailbearing.
And a dance concert thing.
Yeah. And then we're gonna make y'all cry. We're gonna put on some music and make y'all cry. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Going to the holiday houses. It's a comedy. It make you laugh. Then they put on the slow music, the piano and the violin gotta get played. Everybody worrying about thinking about their sins and all. Oh, the Lord saved me. The Lord saved me. Saved you from what?
If that really was serving the Lord, then we would be in the kingdom already. You know?
But they don't even know what the kingdom is.
Exactly.
They
So
don't even have no idea what the kingdom is. They think the kingdom is gonna be set up in this eon, in this age, in this rulership.
yeah.
The truth is, this rulership has to go down. What's that? Because of ill-gotten gains. One kingdom is translated from one to another.
It's all right,
Yeah, if y'all don't mind, because the corruptness of what's going on in this world has reached its pinnacle. It's reaching its pinnacle. Once Esau Edom make that MOTB mandatory, that's the pinnacle. That's the end all be all. That's it. And you have to be warned of these things, right? But that time is coming soon. 'Cause that's going to be the most wicked. That's going to be Esau Edom's way of saying, "I am God." That's going to be his main way of saying, "I am God, and there's none that like that." That's in Ezekiel. "I am God, and there's none before, none beside me." He took a quote straight out of Yahweh Shemashai's mouth, and really believing that he's going to be, that he's going to get it. The Lord going to give him a smidgen of that opportunity, but at the same time, the Lord going to show you, sight. You thought you had it. Bring it up when you're up.
Sirach 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings.
Unrighteous dealings. You can eat what you want to eat. We're going to give rights to pedos now. They're giving rights to pedos now. We're going to give rights to the alphabet community. Everything that's abominable against Yahweh Shemashai, everything that goes against what you're reading as what the Lord accepts. They go against it. Unrighteous decrees. Hold on, let Buff
Yeah.
finish. Let Buff
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. And if you go to Daniel chapter 2, it goes into how no other people are gonna rule in this kingdom to come. In the kingdom that you got right now, the Lord said this world is for many, but the world to come is for few. The few is talking about the chosen of Israel. Even amongst Israel, there's only a few going to be chosen to be saved. You got you?
Oh, so Lady Davis.
All right. Yeah. The kingdom to come is going to be ruled by a few, starting with Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is 144,000 men, the tabernacle of King David, and the numerous multitude that's going to have, that's working right now. That's seeking the Lord. That's turning in their dry bones for bones that's being watered by seeking the Lord 10 times more than when they were in the world. You got the piece that you want to bring out up?
It said 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Beautiful.
and that right grievousness which they have prescribed,
Right.
to turn aside the needy from the judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and and that they may rob the fatherless.
Now you got and it was in the chat today, or I think last night, I think they were this Edomite brothers have done. The brother Azaria said that they've done many lessons on this one this Edomite talking about who's the real Jews, right? That's coming out. You have the Ghana, the prime minister in Ghana was talking about how the transatlantic slave trade was one of the worst acts against humanity or mankind, right? All these things, these are unrighteous decrees that's being that a light is actually hitting the whole world now. You guys, the world is in fear. As it's written, is that in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, when those that stand so boldly for the Most High, when they start standing up, that the east side, the wicked, is going to be in great fear. So what? I appreciate it.
And that's exactly what's happening in the world right now. And I was making the point that this devil is so preoccupied with trying to stay in power and whatnot, he doesn't have the time to what's the word? Commit to the wicked that he has been doing all this time. I haven't seen any what's the word? Chemtrails for about like a month, and now all the bugs are coming back. You know, the sky is more blue than it usually is. The plants are more green, and that's what the scriptures say. When the righteous are in authority, the people mourn. And it's beautiful that you said the president of Ghana said that.
Yeah, no, the prime minister.
Prime Minister of Ghana. One of the worst acts against humanity, because we're not in our we're not over the earth right now. Everything is
Out of order.
yeah, out of order. Everything is dying. The creatures are mourning. All right, and then this devil is over here doing what he do. He's not. I can't listen to myself talk and talk at the same time. Because this devil's in the order above us right now. You know, everybody's sick and tired of this place, man. The world is sick and tired of this devil. Just in, you know, it is a little bit of a nuisance to have these caterpillars out here, but the ecosystem is starting to thrive again, where life can be replenished, and it's all happening as this devil's going down. What was that precept that you read that was saying? You read something that as this devil goes down, as we come
Nothing
up.
that was already out about it. Ecclesiastes 10.
Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And keep going. You keep going on there.
Hey, but you know what? Because I haven't seen these, I've never seen these caterpillars in my life until this year. You know? So like the brother said, it's a level of order that's being replenished to the earth. You know, we're seeing like greener trees and such. You know, like this spring, you know, especially dealing with Passover, it's always a shift that comes with it.
Right.
You know, and as we get closer to the end, things are really moving. You know, nature is moving back to its original order. The people are starting to move back to their proper order. You know, they're doing it in a disorderly manner, but the order is still being restored to the planet Earth. We can see that little by little. You know, it's gonna come in full effect when Yahushua returns. You know, but we're still seeing a little bit of, you know, things that we haven't really seen before, things that we're not used to. You know, but as the order comes back more and more, then it'll all balance out. When I was asking the brothers like who are the predators of these things? It's like so goddamn many. I've never seen it before like this.
No, me
especially
neither.
in these numbers.
Yeah. lot of things when it comes to ecosystem.
And not only that, you gotta remember a lot of how this came to be is because he took away the natural habitat of the animals that were here before us.
Destroyed the land,
Yep.
destroyed the trees, you know, planted cities, as is written, that they're going to be, let me get that before I continue.
Making man-made lakes, stacking houses upon houses right behind
Right.
it, building that right there, man.
Building more. Every time I see niggas building some shit, it's more apartments.
Yeah.
More apartments. And not like the classic, boom, 2-story apartments, 4, maybe 8 rooms, 8 apartments in each building. No, it's goddamn hotel type shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hotel
efficiency type
apartments.
shit, yeah.
Where you can put a whole bunch of people stacked on top of each other, and now it's everyone has a damn key card, a key fob to get into their building, right? To get into the clubhouse and all that type of stuff. That's gonna easily transfer over to the RFID seating.
Right.
And it's always in these high density, high traffic areas, walkable areas, to accommodate for 15-minute cities. So this is all by design, man. Esau is doing these things to have more control over the populace and to bring about that Revelation 13 and 16.
Exactly. Look on your Google or Apple Maps. Notice all the cities are just like tiny little cities, and there's a whole bunch of land that's unoccupied, really. Take a drive to Ocala. Take a drive to Wildwood or anything like that. You'll see like it's just a whole lot of nothing. Then you go to Varys, bro. They got people over there with land, you know. But this is what this devil wants. He wants to take you away from all that. What's that? Isaiah 3:1. The Lord shall take away the stay and the staff.
Stay in the staff, you know,
Everything that we
staff of bread.
Yeah. Everything we had as a defense, this devil's gonna take, all with trying to get control and chip everybody.
Well, the ones that stay upon the staff of Esau, Edom, they lean in on it, it's going to pierce through their hand, and it's going to come back to bite them, right? But the ones that are staying upon, not them that smote us, but upon Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going to be good. It's going to be a perfect defense, a perfect sustainability. You know, because we was never relying on this damn devil. We never trusted him in the first place.
Right.
So it's
Not
coming
that
into
it.
the truth.
Right. Yeah. We all knew something was wrong and something was up. We were crying in our spirits, as they say, groaning. You know?
Spirit make intercession for you.
Intercession, yeah.
Romans 8.
We were groaning like, Lord, what's going on? Why? Why is this? And this truth, coming back to this truth, man, this has been our main foundation as far as not crashing out. Not crashing out. Not giving up. You know? I want to get this in Psalm 37 and verse 7. It says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. That's the switching of these kingdoms, right? This is what seeking the Lord 10 times more is about. It's about being afforded the opportunity to inherit the kingdom to come. You know, no longer dependent or trusting in the words of our enemies, going to these harlot houses, watching Creflo Dollar, watching T.D. Jake Snakes, watching Joel Osteen and all these. Man, we was lost, thinking that these are the people of the Most High, but they were actually wicked. Continuing, it says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Right? Because this is not no peaceful place. Where you gotta wake up every day, you gotta worry about if you don't pay your bills, what's going to happen to you and your family. If you don't get a chance, the gas price is going up now, so getting to work, you know, it's so many situations that could drive you to be faithless. And if you don't get this truth, you're going to be, a lot of people are going to start crashing out. A lot of people are going to start feeling the pressure. The gas price is going to go up. They were $4 almost, $3.90 something out here. In California, I heard it's like $7, almost $10 or something like that.
$7 for diesel.
Yeah.
You know what that means for your food supply? You know,
Right.
your damn Amazon trucks, UPS
Right.
trucks.
Delivery trucks, all types of delivery trucks. Yeah.
Right. All that's and it's only going up, bro. $7. That
Yeah.
means you are not gonna get your shipments in.
Right.
All right, because they're gonna be paying too much. It'll be like this shit not profitable.
And
Right.
it's diluted.
Right. So we're not gonna be able to keep up these transportation businesses. These you know, you see these Publix trucks, Walmart,
Right.
Kroger.
Talking about the big semi trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the small ones, like hey, Amazon, them vans take diesel.
Packaging, right.
You know, UPS and FedEx, they take diesel.
The small
And-
ones?
Yep.
They take these. I didn't know that.
So,
Wow.
hey man, them shit's not. Or they gonna be.
Because
like,
even a moving truck take regular gas, like a
yeah,
U-Haul take.
budget. they take
Damn. So,
regular.
damn diesel. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm moving out of the sun.
And on top of that, for electric cars to be able to charge in the first place, it has to run on gas in order to create the electricity to charge. So everything's gonna come to a halt.
Yeah. Oh, no.
It's gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt not having your storehouses filled up like you used to, not having the amenities that you're used to. All right, people gonna be like, look, what's the point of
Yeah.
going to work? I'm going to work just so I can put gas in the car.
Yeah.
So I might as well stay my ass home. Might as well not go to work. Might as well save my gas for when I really need it to see family or whatever.
Right.
And then people not gonna want to do no DoorDash, Uber.
Nope.
Shit is gonna be done. All this shit gonna come to a halt, and that's Esau trying to implement his new world order, his new system, trying to keep everyone under his control. Then you're gonna abandon your gas vehicles. You're gonna switch over. Everyone gonna switch over to EVs that they can remotely control.
Right.
Or really, they're gonna switch over to bicycles, e-bikes, or walking. Again, with the 15-minute cities. Now they're trying to make you get a license to use an electric bike.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shit, I was thinking about getting
I
one.
mean,
Damn.
Yeah, in a sense it makes sense, but
Yeah.
shit. Damn, boy, electric bike.
Yeah, they'll show you that everything is moving. Everything is switching over to accommodate for this new system. You
It's
know?
that planned
People gon-
obsolescence.
Right.
People they're going to neighbor, going against neighbor for the lack of bread. Yeah, exactly how I say. Because you're gonna have people, and then you gonna have a whole apartment complex going against the landlord. So don't nobody want to go.
Right.
What's gonna happen? Then you got to call in the National Guard.
Landlord talking about, son, I gotta raise your rent because I can't pay my bills.
Right.
Nigga, maybe get a job.
Right.
All right. Because
Heavens no.
Right. Because you just living off of people. Like, okay, you saved up, you bought your property, you converted it into a renter, thing. You just living off of niggas giving you money every month, and you stacking up all this paper, and you don't gotta do shit. No, my nigga, the American dream is dead. You're not about to just live like that no more.
That's the title for a lesson. Esau is thriving off of Jake's suffering.
Because most of them
Yeah.
don't even fix up. They don't even fix up the places.
Right. You supposed
Yeah.
as a landlord, you're supposed to be the maintenance man.
Yeah.
Or at least
Pay,
outsource it.
yeah.
Right? You're supposed to be keeping up with taking care of people's if they got a problem, a leak,
Yep.
right? If they need their water
The internet.
fixed,
You know,
all that stuff, you're supposed to take care of that. But they're not even doing that. They're doing the bare minimum.
bare minimum. Because they can't afford it.
Exactly.
They can't afford it. There's a lot of people that's not really. All the prices went up on everything, and a lot of people are not really making the money they used to make once upon a time. People are scratching by. That's why these people not trying to go to your motherfucking war. Trump. Nobody trying to go to war. See, they seeing the amenities they getting right here, and And you got the people that you're being exposed. We know where all the money is going. To these small hats over there, where their children having these money being put away for them to get out of school, travel the world and have fun.
Yeah, them small hats don't have to work.
Yeah, yeah. Why?
They're chilling.
Yeah.
They get all types of government assistance.
Off the back of you collect you tax you citizens of your tax dollars, and the people see that shit.
That's why again, the people not going for it no more. They are getting stirred up.
It's a fight,
Yeah. They're gonna start robbing each other. All you people,
Yeah.
niggas got garages full of water cases. They see you stacking up. You think stocking up is gonna be a good idea. People is watching you, even if they ain't actively watching you out the windows. And when Edomites love to just stand in their driveway and just look at what's going on. They always want to know what's going on in the neighborhood watch. Right? They're watching you every time you come back from the grocery store. Right? They got Ring cameras. They can watch you on there, recording everything
That
at all
part.
times.
That part.
Right? And then the people that own Ring, Amazon can see that shit too.
Man,
Government can see that shit.
it's man.
Everyone is watching everybody. So
Right.
when the food runs out, they're gonna be coming after their neighbors. Alex Jones said it best. Yeah, I would eat my neighbors. I gotta feed my children. We don't have food. Yeah,
said
I
that?
think I would eat my neighbors. Yeah.
Damn.
Raspy ass voice. I would
Right.
eat my neighbors. Well, guess what, my nigga? You gonna eat your children too.
That's
It's
right.
gonna get to that point. You get so hungry that you're gonna have to choose.
Get some baby back ribs up in that bitch.
I saw a couple months ago a nigga was teaching how to skin and defer the whatever a damn squirrel, man. So y'all gonna get so hungry, you gonna start looking at these rats out here in the streets, right? You're gonna start looking at these squirrels like that's a 5-course meal, man. You
But
gonna
then the
get
squirrels
hungry.
gonna start getting smart.
Right.
And every time they see a human come by, they gonna
Yeah,
be
they're
pew.
gonna run away.
They'll be in the trees. Y'all can't climb no trees. Shit.
These squirrels out here, they're not gonna come to you for food no more because they don't know what time it is.
Right. And then, like the cartoons go, you'll start looking at each other like a big old ham sandwich. You start getting delusional. The Lord gonna set them delusions in your mind. Like, damn, baby girl looking like a drum.
You vegans, you vegetarians, you gonna drop that shit.
Real
You
quick.
gonna get hungry. You gonna get hungry first.
Real quick.
Before all these fat asses that eat fast food all the time, you vegans and vegetarians, you gonna drop. You Muslims, you gonna start eating pork.
Yeah, damn,
All right.
boy.
People are not gonna give a damn about the morals and standards no more.
Right.
Because when a nigga get hungry, when
Yeah,
somebody
bro.
get hungry,
Yeah.
it's over.
They
don't-
start playing tricks on
all
your
that shit go out
mind.
the window.
Despair. Yeah,
Yeah.
despair is a whole different monster, man.
And these pine away.
Yeah.
You know, it's painful, more painful than dying by the sword.
Right.
You know, so that's why Isaiah 33:6 says, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." The elect is going to be stable when everyone else is unstable. Everyone else is unstable right now.
Real.
So when the amenities is over with, when the resources
The
run
things
out,
that they trust and believe in.
right,
The things they
things
trust
that
and
they
believe in.
trust
When
and
it's taken away.
that they believe was their stability.
Right, the stay and the staff. Those are you gonna remove the stay and the staff.
Right.
Your comfort, your reason to stand, and the food.
Because we have a stability that you can't purchase. Like we said, we have a stability that you can't just give to somebody. You can't teach faith.
Right.
You have to have it. Yahweh Shanel Shai has to give it to you. So when that time comes, only the elect is going to be stable because we were stable without all this shit right now. We've been fasting. This world don't know what it is to fast for 24 hours, let alone 7 days without food or water. Right? This world don't know what it's like to deal with, you know, the suffering that comes with knowing the truth, knowing the oppression that is that allows this place to continue. You know, this world don't know what it's like to deal with what Yahweh Shai had to deal with. We are walking in his footsteps. We have a taste of it. You know, and it's his way, it's the Lord's way of perfecting us, making us stronger. This world don't know nothing about that. We've been nurtured, disciplined.
Right.
So when that time comes, when all hell breaks loose, we are going to be like, this is what we've been training for.
Exactly. That's why the scripture says your heart is as a good soldier.
Yeah.
So when you come to serve the Lord, like it says Romans 12:1, that we present our bodies as a living sacrifice. We're used to this. You know, it's a lifestyle at this point. So when everything finally starts matching the lifestyle we've been living, it's like, I mean, what else are we gonna do? This is the only thing that we have been preparing for.
If anything, it's going to strengthen us even more.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
because that's when the faith going to kick in.
Yep.
Because like these are the things that we've been told about, we've been warned about, and now it's finally happening.
That's because we've been building up our treasures in heaven, while everybody else been building their treasures on earth. So
Some places about to be destroyed.
yeah, so once that shit starts failing, they gonna start bugging the fuck out.
Yeah, this
That's Isaiah 66:4.
Yeah.
I will choose their delusions, and I will bring their worst fears upon them,
Because they chose what they delighted not.
in what the Lord delighted in. You know, because the Lord don't delight in fiat currency. The Lord don't delight in you living a hot girl lifestyle, traveling the world, and all this and that. The Lord don't delight in that shit, but you did because that was your stability, that was your comfort. So when that's gone, then you're gonna have nothing. When you have nothing to lose, then you're gonna lose it. So
Right.
we never was entangled with the affairs of this life. We never felt any security in anything that we possessed because we knew that that's not what a man's life consists of, as Yahweh Shai told us. You know, that's the whole point of what we're going through now. You know, is to root us in the foundation that is our rock of salvation, Yahweh Shai. Is to keep us in the strong tower that is the names of Yahweh Shai.
I got a precept. Judges chapter 10, and I'm going to start at verse 13. Yet ye have forsaken me, and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. All right?
You see how niggas was bugging out when TikTok was about to get shut down?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Losing their minds.
Yeah.
Because they trust in the influencer lifestyle. They trust in that TikTok, that YouTube check.
That
They
goes
getting
back-
paid good off of that shit.
That goes back to coveting. The brother, the head of the camp, and all you did was doing a lesson on that about the TikTok. Yeah. It's that's about covetousness, man. Do you know how wicked covetousness really is? Why the Lord say not to do it? You want what somebody else got. You want to be somebody else, and to the point where you get your little fame, and now people want to be like you. It's like the gangster lifestyle. Once one gets taken out, or somebody takes somebody out, somebody take his place. It's like
Get rich or die trying.
get rich or die trying. It's no order. It's wild wild west shit. It's wild wild west. It's no order. It's no like the kingdom that Yahweh Shai about to come in. It's gonna be strict order. No backdooring. No excuses. Everything finalized.
Because here it is, the Lord created life in abundance. And I'm just thinking about these caterpillars now, like, you've probably seen like hundreds in like less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
They out here multiplying like crazy.
That is
And you just think about that, it's like, bro, the Lord created resources, wealth of this world in abundance of the earth, you know? But the people of this world, they live life with a scarcity mindset. Like how, again, Raj, our head brother, Nahoya always goes into. A scarcity, covetous mindset is really very evil, very disgusting.
Right.
Really disgusting in the Lord's sight.
That's why you got niggas that sit there and want to sleep with other guys' wives. You know, that's some nasty
women
ass
is out here,
That's some
and
nasty
you going
ass
after
shit.
another man's woman?
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually insane. To be so many single women, there's more women than men.
Right.
There's so many single women out here, but you'd rather go after somebody that already has a man.
That's the major symbolism. That's major
Why?
symbolism. You don't sit there and stick or put your mouth or put you know
That's
yourself.
gay.
Yeah. That's
gay.
homosexuality. Yeah. That's what that is. That's what that is.
I want something
You want
seasoned.
somebody else.
It's like,
Yeah.
bro, like, And that's the destruction of our men's minds,
Right.
thanks to Esau Edom and the culture that he has ingrained in us, and the righteous culture that he took away from us. Because
Right.
a man should be able to have as
Right.
many wives as he can provide for,
Right.
right? But because it's easier, because it's exciting, because it's been promoted so much within our people's communities,
Right.
they'd rather go after another man's woman because they be going,
Right.
they boarded their relationship, and that's only scratching the surface of how destroyed our women's minds are.
Right.
But the men, it starts with the men not having true masculinity, but a covetous, envious mindset of trying to get what another man has.
Minimalist, man.
Right.
Minimalist, man. Mindset.
You gotta have a stoic, like, godliness with contentment is great gain. I have enough. The Lord has given me enough. I don't need all this extra shit. All I need is the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Shai. Lord, provide for me what is needful for me, whatever you deem necessary. I don't need all this. I don't want to have a mindset of I can never get enough. No, man, because that breeds a spirit of insatiable lust within you. Your actions reflect your thoughts. So if you have thoughts of covetousness, thoughts of people on Instagram, they living this life, I want
Right.
this, I want that, they never have enough money, I can never have enough this, that, you're never going to be satisfied. That's why that's why Yahushua said, peace I leave with you, not as the world giveth, but as I give, leave I with you, because we have peace.
We do,
We have peace. We can have a little studio, a studio apartment, and we'll
Right.
be good. We don't need all that extra shit.
You got your boy, what's the boxer name? The famous boxer and shit. They say he going broke now. Mayweather.
Like
He's supposed, huh?
Tyson?
Floyd Mayweather. They say he going broke now. He was not too
Money
not-
made, not money
Yeah,
made,
money
right?
made. Yeah, money made Mayweather. They say he going broke now. It's been in tabloids for about a week or two now. But that's what it is. When these people control your money, they control your assets. I just put into the chat today that Quincy Jones' estate is selling his catalog. That includes Michael Jackson's Thriller. You know how much they made on that shit?
I read on that it was not just Thriller, it was Off the Wall
Woo!
and Bad.
Off the Water and Bad.
Yep.
All the hits.
Those are major hits.
Those are the turning points of music itself, man.
Those are the curses, though. If you Jake, you ain't not leaving this earth, leaving nothing down to your chin. You not. That's why we got to get out of here. That's why seeking the Lord, that's why seeking this truth is very imperative. There should be nothing else, because everything else that we tried, it's all failed. It's all failed. Taking up arms, becoming celebrities, being the best drug dealers, thugs, the best hoes. All of it has led to a bag with holes in it.
Right. Putting money in a bag with holes. You like, I'm gonna lay myself up. I'm gonna lay treasures up for myself. Putting it
Right.
all in the thing, like you the Grinch. Then
Right.
throw that shit over your shoulder so you can get on your way. Boom, that shit bursts
Trail,
over.
leaving the trail.
And it'd be a little hole, so it's falling out. You don't even notice.
That part. It ain't just all fall at one time.
Right.
It all fall at and the way that this devil got things set up, these guys don't have their own money. No celebrity, no so-called Negro, Latino, Native American celebrity. Y'all are all on contracts as far as credit. And credit, just like the fiat currency, is a made up it's a made up form of currency. Yeah. It's not real. It's just that the petrodollar is not real. It's just that Esau Edom has been able to fool the whole world.
I think I was watching a video. I can't recall it perfectly, but I was watching the lesson on the petrol. Oh, it was the video that
You know how you put in the chat? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
basically after World War II,
Mm-hmm.
they was devastated. The whole world was devastated after the damages of World War II. But America was like,
Right.
shit, just come deal with the American dollar, and
Right.
we're gonna back it
Petrodollar, yeah.
by this instead of gold and silver. Because we on top of the world, we'll make our own currency.
Right.
And they had no choice, pretty much, to be like, well, shit, we don't got no other option. You know,
I'm a sweet say.
Ponzi scheme fiat currency.
The policy calm. Yeah, calm.
They had no other option. They were like, America's at the top right now. They're powerful. We might as well fuck with that. Then it was Nixon that dropped the gold standard.
Oh, you got good memory, huh? Yeah.
What do you got about
Oh, yeah.
They call it what, the Nixon shock or some shit like that. You know,
You
that's
just trying to invade us, lucky,
what
huh?
I'm saying. Like,
Trying to invade us.
it's spiritual. Some good shit. Get stepped on though. But yeah, man, it's a petrodollar. That's not real value.
It's not backed up by anything anymore. It's not backed up by gold, silver.
You know, how you gonna try to control the world through oil, and you don't even got no goddamn oil reserves?
Right.
You getting it from these people that you're doing business with. And America's problem is that they're a goddamn bully, pissing everybody off. So when the deals fall through and niggas don't want to deal with you no more, then what?
And that's what's happening.
Because
That's exactly what's happening.
what America would do is, oh, you're not trying to do our deal? We're going to invade you, we're going to fuck you up, we're going to throw up a false flag to give us the green light to come and attack you because we want to act like you basically started it, right? They want to say that, oh, Iran started it in the first place, so we're going to go and kill their ruler, and then we're going to put Shah up in there.
That's how you know Esau got a feminine spirit. That's what a lot of these niggas be doing, bro. These women, oh, they want a man. You don't wanna be with me or whatnot. Then I'll claim that you break me. You know,
Yeah.
ruin your whole shit unless you get with me.
They blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
Blackmail.
Yeah.
And it's a lie. That's the great whore. It's the
Exactly.
great whore, Babylon the Great. You know? So if you don't get what you want, then you throw a tantrum and you do all this deception to try to get what you want. And that's what America did. Which is why you got
Still got games.
this fake ass Ghanaian dude, fake ass Mexican president, woman, whatever.
Yeah.
Fake ass
Venezuela, the Venezuelan
yeah,
chick.
they put some new nigga in Venezuela after they took away Maduro
Yeah.
because Maduro wasn't playing ball the way they
I
wanted
was
to.
you to the way I'm on play ball. That was
Yeah.
his saying, play ball.
Say they got a female. They got a female in there that is pro, not
Pro small.
it's not real.
It's not real.
Yeah. Pro is not real.
Yeah, that's how Babylon get down, man. And that's why the world sees it for what it is now. They're not going for it no more. Now these all hate the war.
Right.
And what's going to happen is they all going to target their missiles, target their nuclear artillery towards America. That video that you put in, and that was a damn, that bomb, that was an airburst. How about warheads that hit with a ground burst?
Yep.
When they make contact with the surface,
Yeah.
that's going to be devastating damage. For 200 million of them?
And what's even better than that, you keep watching that video I put in the chat, bro. When them nukes hit, that shockwave pushes out the blast. So you get hit with the shockwave, you get burned with the fire, and then as the smoke is rising to the top, it pulls back new oxygen to stoke the flames even worse.
Right.
That's how a nuke.
Firestorm.
Yeah. Make
That
it
shit is hard.
make it hotter and hotter and hotter as it goes up, and everything just goes. It's basically vaporizes.
A damn tornado of fire. That's some.
The Lord get
This is
cold,
where
bro.
these video games and these anime get it from
Yep.
real stuff, because the Lord is cold, man.
Mhm.
The manipulation of the elements, you know, all these different crazy attacks and stuff. A firestorm, like, that's devastating, and people are gonna be sitting there in the midst of that.
Yeah.
Feeling
experiencing
every last bit of it.
Yeah, because hey, he said that shit burns so quick and so hot. All their skin, right? How the paint of the car will be burnt off in an instant.
Yep.
You're gonna be burnt, 3rd-degree burns, whatever, and you won't even feel it. No, the Lord gonna slow it down.
Right.
It's gonna be like how we watching Sarah Connor burn to death in slow motion.
Right.
It's gonna be in slow motion. The Lord's gonna make you feel every little bit of it. Your eyes gonna melt, your tongue gonna melt, your organs gonna melt. It's gonna be a painful. That's hell. That's the lake of fire. That's what the Lord's gonna do. And he gotta hate you. He gotta really hate your ass.
Hey, it would be a mutual hatred though.
True.
It would be a mutual hatred because, what was that, Romans 8:7? Those that are living in the flesh, they are enmity against the Heavenly Father. And that word, yeah,
Your enemy.
exactly. And that word enmity goes into a mutual hatred. So just as much as the Lord hates you, it's showing how much you really hate the Lord as well.
It's also somewhat, in a sense, like drowning by fire.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's why it's called a lake.
Yeah. Drowning by fire. You know. It's not gonna be, it's just like the first world was destroyed with water. Bruh, your shit went off.